Was Diego Rivera a communist? Imagine walking through a vibrant city surrounded by murals that tell the story of a people's history, struggles, and triumphs. These murals were often the work of Diego Rivera, a renowned Mexican artist. But beyond his art, there's a question that often comes up. Was Diego Rivera a communist? To answer this, let's look at his life and beliefs. Diego Rivera was born in 1886 in Guanajuato, Mexico. He grew up in a time of significant social and political change, which would later influence his art and worldview. Rivera's early career took him to Europe, where he was exposed to various artistic movements and ideologies. Upon returning to Mexico, he became involved in the country's post-revolutionary period, a time when many Mexicans were seeking to rebuild and redefine their society. Rivera's art often reflected his sympathy for the working class and his critique of capitalism. His murals depicted everyday people, their struggles, and their triumphs. This focus on the common man aligned with some of the principles of communism, which emphasizes equality and the redistribution of wealth. In the 1920s, Rivera joined the Mexican Communist Party. This was a time when many artists and intellectuals were drawn to communist ideals as a way to address social inequality and promote social justice. However, Rivera's relationship with communism was not without its challenges. He was expelled from the Mexican Communist Party in 1929 due to his support for the Soviet Union's policies under Joseph Stalin, which some saw as contradictory to the party's ideals. Despite this, Rivera continued to create art that reflected his socialist and communist sympathies. His most famous works, such as the murals at the Palacio de Bellas Artes in Mexico City and the Detroit Institute of Arts, showcase his commitment to depicting the lives and struggles of ordinary people. So, to answer the question, yes, Diego Rivera was indeed associated with communism and held communist beliefs throughout much of his life. His art and political affiliations reflect his strong support for the principles of equality and social justice that are central to communist ideology.